Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and find out inner Brock Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or in this episode, I got a unique one. Y'all know this is Black Love Matters, so Black Love can translate to a family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how about we do Ray J, Princess, Sonia, and Brandy Norwood.
What the hell is that?
Y'all know I feel out of love. It's Black love, right? Because we've been doing it very stereotypical, like man, woman, or like woman and woman, man and man. Like we've been very, stereotypical. But love can be a family, right? Love can be mother, father. Love can be, son, daughter, all that good stuff. So I want to highlight the love dynamic of this family.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know I gave up watching Love and Hip Hop for a while. Like I was really disappointed by. What was on Atlanta, or was that New York that was on?
Atlanta came on last.
I was very disappointed with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, where I barely watched it. It was ridiculous. I didn't buy into it. But something in my spirit said, Nyams, turn on the TV for Love and Hip Hop LA. You know what really drew me to it, Nirams? The previews. Honey, I heard it through the grapevine. It was them flashes. Mm-hmm. It was giving me Scandal realness. Like it's that did whoever did the marketing on that, that ain't drag you in. Yeah, when they just put the shit on the front, right? Usually Love and Hip Hop, they insinuate what they gonna talk about, right? Nope. On the previews, is that Princess Baby? Is Brandy carrying it? Was Ray J fucking bitches? Tierra Marie in jail again? Like, K Michelle being messy? Like, right? I was like, yes, this is what I'm looking for. Fast forward, right? I got a lot to talk about Love and Hip Hop. We won't do it in this episode, but I'm fascinated by this season. Fast forward. I'm not standing for anybody. I'm not here for anyone in particular on this show, but I have to give a slow fucking hand count for Princess. Because Princess came for Ray J, Brandy, and Sonia, and rightfully fucking so. Did you see this part, Nirams?
I think I fell asleep, but tell me more.
What? Not in this brilliant television. Well, basically, Ray J, y'all remember back in the summer was that scandal where he was like in a hotel room and bitches y'all was squinting to see if it was a hole in the back. And basically
in the shower.
And then Princess was on like, fuck nigga, don't come home, bye. And here come Sonia Norwood, Kris Jenner Jr. talking about she shouldn't be putting a family business out there. And here come Brandy. See, if you involved, now I'm involved, the Norwood name involved. But hey, bitch. I think it was Kid Fury said the best on the read. Princess is growing a whole ass human for the first fucking time, full of fucking emotions and all types of shit. And she wake up in the morning, give gratitude to the Lord, open up her Instagram, and the first thing she sees is her motherfucking nigga on the gram with bitches in the background. And she supposed to be calm about that. She supposed to keep that in the family. And then Brandy and Sonia, I ain't even gonna call her Miss Norwood. Sonia got the nerve talking about keep it in the family. First of all, that's what I would have said. Bitches. You know how this nigga is. That's not outside of Ray J fucking behavior. So I need you to fall back on that. If anything, you should have gotten his ass, not my ass, right? But I just appreciate that family dynamic. And obviously she wasn't mad enough to leave his monkey ass because they holding their beautiful baby. Right. But she was mad enough to she could tell she was fed up with that nigga. Like that was not censored. Mm-hmm. That was not touched by Mona Scott. I'm gonna say white hands. Mona Scott hands. That was not touched by the hands. It was real. Ray J know what he should have did. He should have went back and fucking apologized. Say he fucked up. And then went to go handle that shit with his mom and his sister. Mm-hmm. But Ms. Norwood and all them, they should have fell back on that.
What's her name?
Ms. Norwood. Sonia. Brandy should have fell back. Even if I think it was Crystal who said I'm from the team. I got Midwest aunties and moms and stuff. Like even if Ms. Norwood got slick on it. I think Crystal said it too. Like, yeah, hey baby, I'm doing good. Yeah, we done made up. I see you love to stay on Instagram. That's a nice little Midwest passive aggressive dig. Right. Keep your ass off. Right. So shout out to that, and shout out to that love that endured, even through another social media scandal. Mm-hmm. Their baby's gorgeous though.
Honey, yeah.
Heard it too. I was like, ooh. What you think about that, Nero? Jay on some fuck shit. Why did they act like he's not? First of all, I can't believe this is his first child.
Right.
Do you know? First of all,
I can't believe
because he been Ray J done been rumored to be with Whitney Houston.
Well, I think she was too old to have kids.
Well, not too old to have kids, but I'm just telling you the variety of his track record.
Yeah, from allegedly Whitney Houston to Kim K to Princess Love.
Oh, I forgot about him and Cake. You say Princess. I mean, I don't know if I put her in the category with him.
I'm just saying. Everybody between.
And remember, he had a whole show. It was at least 20 bitches that was lined up.
For the love of Ray J.
It was at least, that's a couple seasons. So it's at least 40 bitches that was lined up and willing to risk it all for him.
And did him and Tierra Marie date too?
Yeah, because she pushed him in the pool. Somebody pushed her in that water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tierra going through a lot.
She is.
But shout out to just Love and Hip Hop. That should have been in or Love and Hip Hop. I'm low-key here for K. Michelle. Or what's she calling her? Kimberly.
Kimberly.
I'm kind of here for Kimberly.
Mm.
I'm kind of fascinated. I kind of want a friend like Kimberly. That's slightly messy. But like what she said, like messy, but when she said, have you ever heard me to lie? No, I haven't. But you are messy as fuck.
Well, that person is called Nyambi.
Yeah, I ain't a liar. Now, I will get messy. I will get messy if pushed. The thing is, I don't get messy unless I'm pushed to get messy. I think K Conda does it for sport. What's that girl, Lyrica? That she said looked like Storm. I almost hit the fucking ground when she said that. And her husband who looked like Storm too.
Oh,
what is going on with his style? Like what is he projecting?
I guess he
like his inner Prince Rick James. What is he trying to do?
Afro-punk.
No. That ain't Afro-punk.
Oh.
I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what those blonde dreadlocks. And he wears a lot of blouses and brooches.
Yeah, and never mind. Black fingernail polish and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm trying to do this as coolly as possible. Like, I don't think, it's nothing wrong or like different, especially with black men, like being stylish, right? And, groomed, basically. Mm-hmm. But his swag just don't match it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I think of like a Lenny Kravitz or like a Prince who've done these things. Like, this shit ain't new. Mm-hmm. But the way in which they do it is differently. And the way in which he present, I'm just not sure. What I was saying, the way in which he present, it just don't match. It just don't, like, when he be out there, right? And then the way he present himself, and then he open his mouth, it just don't add up. I'm like, I'm missing something here.
What don't add up about it?
It just, I don't know. Like, he presents to be like very, in tune with himself and just confident in his style and how he presents. And then he opens his mouth and just says stupid shit. Which brings me to Candy Apples. What's her name?
I don't know. Rotten Apple?
It's not. No, that's what Lyrica called her.
Oh.
That's the thing. See, that's what's because he's doing stupid shit like this. So Candy Apple, which I kind of like her too. First of all, did some whole type of booty dance. She had like a whole booty intro that I was fascinated by, but I knew that she had healing to do because she had glitter on her baby hair and lips.
What you mean?
And she's over 15. Grown women don't put glitter on their baby hair and lips.
What you mean she had healing to do?
She has healing to do. Like she has Van Zandt work to do. And I was right. Because we cut away. And when we seen, first of all, I don't know how she got home. Like 30 minutes later, we cut away to her like waking up in a taxi, a rundown ass taxi. What the fuck is going on in Jersey? That taxi ain't no Uber
Jersey.
Go there.
That's California, baby.
Oh.
Nigga, we still in Hollywood.
Nigga,
What the fuck are you talking about?
She read like a bitch from Jersey. Y'all know what I'm talking about. People from Jersey, including Whitney Houston, got an edge to them. They almost like the women in New York with deep voices, but they put glitter in their baby hair. Y'all, take a moment now. Think of everyone you know from Jersey.
I can't with you.
And to give you that same feel as Candy Apple is from Jersey. She got to be. That didn't feel like she was pulling up to. What the fuck was she pulling up to?
That's what she's trying to say in her little montage.
But I was.
How the things is different. Other people got the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. But where she from?
My stupid ass talking about she pull up she done took a taxi to Jersey. It looked like Jersey, honey. It looked like Newark.
Stupid.
It looked like rough Newark too. But anyway, she pull up to her friend watching her 2 children, which is this gay black woman with no hair. And she talking about, in her intro, I'm not gay or nothing. We don't got nothing going on. That's just my girl. What? Sis, why was that needed to explain to America?
Because she just wanted to let y'all niggas know.
But anyway, Candy Apple was dancing up on Storm, the male version of Storm. And then the female version of Storm came in and was like, you dancing up on somebody's whole husband. What type of country shit is that? Did your whole husband knew that bitch was dancing on him?
Yeah.
But she was disrespectful, right? She was super disrespectful because she smacked the shit out of him. And I do not believe bitches on putting it. Everyone keeps I think I've said this. Everyone keep your hands to your fucking self. And I'm surprised about his restraint because she smacked the mess out of him. Almost knocked his pearly sunglasses off.
Oh, shit.
So I'm very appreciative of his restraint because I thought he was going to catch her like the Equalizer midair.
Well, let's talk about how they didn't put if you're in a
She smacked the
disclaimer.
shit. And I'm not talking about a shove, right? Or like, no. She could have got charges.
Let's talk about the disclaimer. Where was it?
What exactly? If you in a relationship where you're getting your ass whooped daily, that ain't right. Could you imagine? It was just a lot. But I'm fascinated by this season. Talk about that other boy.
Lucci?
Y'all know who the fuck I thought that was?
Who?
I thought that was Tiana Taylor's husband. I thought that was Iman. I said to Tiana, no, Iman that came
That
over
ain't
here.
no damn Iman.
They look like they in the same tribe, right? Look like they cousins or something. Because I even had to squint. Like, you know how Iman kind of got that, I don't know, like the long face and like the eyes and the squinty. Like, if you squint, they got that. Because I think I heard him sing it. Because Iman said he going to get him a rap career too.
Yeah.
Stick with Junie, right? Stick with the brand in mind, but it's all right. Or leave that Tiana, but that's a different episode. But I was like, well, maybe this is his fucking break, right? And I heard him singing some song. Then I thought it was Panda Man.
Oh my God.
And then I was just like, I said, no, that ain't Iman. He got too many tattoos. He done lost that weight. I was like, is Iman on that shit?
Well,
What's
like, where did
going
he
on?
get short?
I don't know everything. He got shorter and skinnier, and it just didn't look like Iman. I said, oh Lord, I hope him and Tiana ain't going through no rough patch. But I'm fascinated by this show. I'm fascinated by it all. Are you?
Yes.
Did I hit everybody? There's a couple other people I really don't know who they are. But I'm interested in their storyline. But all that to say, shout out to Princess Love, who had to check Sonya and Brandy. Why Brandy keep coming on this show? If she's so worried about her public persona, stop coming on Love and Hip Hop.
Because, you get a little chance for doing the ad lib here and there.
Come on, look, I'm her and Sonya have a seat then, and let Ray J be great and do Ray J shit. Oh, stupid. And then they talk about, I want to go back to that. I'm sorry, we ain't even did it. Who is you? But when Sonya or Brent talking about what you gonna be, like example for your kid, bitch. What about Ray J? He basically got his dick swinging across Instagram. What about you? Child, bye. I'm here for it. You got anything else about Love and Hip Hop?
Nope,
Before I do it, who is you?
I think he did it all, baby.
But anyways, y'all can tell I'm kind of here for the season. Mona, you've outdid yourself. I'm telling you. Now I think Courtney kept Shonda and Mona. I think Mona's back in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, actually, let's see what Mona can do if she partner with a Courtney Kemp. Let's see what Mona can do if she can partner with a Shonda. Because Mona, you got a story in you. You got a testimony and a scripture in you, sis. Because this Hollywood one, you've outdone it. Who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nayam.
And this is episode 166, y'all.
Hey, happy Friday again.
Yeah.
I know y'all mad at us we ain't had no Wednesday episode. We got to practice self-care. I ain't even gonna lie. I was on some fuck shit. The other times we was sick, but I told Nayam to go practice self-care. I guess he'll talk about that in his check-in. So y'all blame Nayambi for that one.
Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Live Matters. It's Black with no K.
Yeah.
What you got?
My car in the shitter.
No car's not in the shitter.
It disappointed. Yesterday or the day before 2 days ago, before we recorded this, y'all know I'm going through my emotions. And we live by an area where it's like nice little restaurants and stuff. So I was like, Niram, let's go out and get some gelato. And Niram was judging me because it was 9:30 at night. But I was like, fine, I'll get my own gelato. And Niram don't like to be left out. That's the Taurus in him. So
The Taurus.
yeah, that's your moon. He like nice things. That's what it is. And so he's like, he'll go, and he dragging his feet and everything. And we go to turn on my car, and I hear an extra beep. Ba-ding, ba-ding. I said, what the fuck is that? It wouldn't Niram tell me.
Your check engine light that came on.
I said, ain't this about a bitch? First of all, y'all know we had trouble with my car not too long ago. I said, throw the whole motherfucker away, right? But before that, Niram, tell the people why I'm so upset.
Because something going on with my car.
And what Nyambi say? And mind you, Niram's a real house husband of Colonizer Valley. He's looking for his job, right? He's trying to get where he fit in. So he's here during the day. Or I should say he has flexibility in what his daytime schedule looks like. He has flexibility.
Nero, why don't you go check out your car?
Because Nero came to get me from work one day, or we was sharing lunch. And you said, what's going on with your car?
It's making a weird noise.
I said, oh, okay, you going to take it to the dealership or take it to get it checked out? And you said,
eventually.
Nope. You said yes.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're almost 2 weeks down the road. His car been parked.
Yep.
He just moves it to space, like old hood things. That's what hood car owners do. Just move so you don't get a ticket. Yeah.
Yeah. So niggas don't know that it's down.
And to the point where daily I would came in and be like, Miriam, how was your day? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, did you get your car fixed?
No.
Okay. To the point where I made honey-do list. I was like, well, can you make time to go get your car fixed? Until Nero finally got buck with me and said, what?
What did I say?
Remember, why am I so concerned with what?
My car.
And then Nyambi said what?
Because what if my car break down? Oh, negative thinking, catastrophic thinking ass. Put that shit in the neck.
And then what happened 2 days ago?
And then your check engine light come on.
And then my check engine light come on. And then right when it came off, I asked you, hey, Niram, did you ever go
No.
check on your car?
No.
I said, so we have 2 cars. They're in the red. Okay. That's not a problem. Not a freaking problem at all. Like, it was crazy. And Niram went and checked, right? And where you take it to?
Shit, I took that motherfucker to AutoZone and got a free engine check light.
And Niram trying to calm me down, talking about I'm gonna take it to the AutoZone. Fuck AutoZone. Take it to the mechanic.
For what? When you don't even know what it is. Most of the time when the check engine light come on, it's something simple, a simple fix. So you take it to those auto part stores and you get the check engine light for free before you take it to a mechanic, because a mechanic gonna charge you anywhere between $70 and $80.
Why do you hate doing things with your car?
What are you talking about?
Like, why is it dragging feet?
We gonna get the car fixed. I just feel like right now, there's no need for me to have a car.
But what if you're gonna need one eventually?
I know, and that's when I get it fixed.
Why would you wait to the last minute? Then you're going to be on nigga shit. Like, it just reminded me of Detroit nigga shit. When people be like, oh, I really want to go here, but my car don't work. What the fuck do you mean your car don't work?
Well, in this day and age, you got Uber, you got Lyft, I got a bike, the grocery store's across the street.
Nigga, just stop living in nigga shit. Like, do y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember back in the day, like, people be trying to go places and do stuff, and they be like, I got to get my car fixed. And then, like, to get your car fixed, it'd be like a whole day because they don't ever go to the mechanic and pay what he deserve. Like, it just be shit that's just like, why people don't go through this?
But we talking about your car and how I took it to AutoZone and they said you need a gas cap.
They put the check engine light on for a gas cap?
Yeah. Because it's like
can we put levels to, like, couldn't they just
it's like a seal, like the seal.
Like, why didn't they flash my fuel light then?
Because they flash your fuel light. Let you know that you ain't got no gas.
I mean, they need to prep me, right? It need to be levels of this shit. Well, as soon as my thing went off, I said, my motherfucking transmission out.
How your transmission going out when the check engine light come on? That don't even make sense, Nyambi. I don't even know what the hell you talking about. This check engine light, come on. I'm done with world. I'm done with my life.
No, throw the car away. No, when I see that check engine light come on, y'all tell me that means some shit going down.
No.
That means a major part of this car ain't fucking working. And the thing is, what it is, my car is like a sorry nigga. We have a bad relationship with each other, right? He's like a bad baby daddy. He never come when he's supposed to. He always make promises he can't keep. And the thing is, I just have a history of my car being on some bullshit. And I'm so close to it being like paid in full that I'm just trying to stretch it out, right? So when I first got the car, that should have been my hint right there. I should have took the motherfucker back. Like, I was under warranty and everything. Did it just stop? What happened that first time?
Oh.
When I first got it.
You talking about the engine failure?
It looked like the car was like, I'm a black woman, I'm tired. And just stopped in the middle of the road. With literally like 1,000 miles on it.
Was I driving or you driving?
Or like 2,000 miles. Like, we're talking about new. Like, well, I don't buy a used car. It was a used car.
Certified pre-owned.
Yes.
Were you driving? What happened?
I don't know what happened, but that's at that moment. As soon as that happened, I should have told Chrysler to keep it. Don't worry. We'll just call it null and void. That's what I should have told Chrysler to do.
Uh-huh.
Because then they replaced everything.
Yeah. They gave you a whole new engine.
And then a couple years later, it did things where it didn't like going up hills. It's a fucking Jeep. What do you mean? It'll go up the hills and it'll get hot and then the engine be like, what happened? It's not even the engine light come on.
Transmission hot oil lamp.
A hot oil lamp and be like, bitch, it's too hot. Pull to the side of the road. And then thank goodness we have a friend who was a mechanic. Was like, yeah, he was trying to be sweet, but he's like, yeah, these cheap ass American cars, that's just some shit it's gonna do, sis. Try flushing it. What? Like, and whoever know me know I don't like shit nigga rigged. Like, I like to have two things. I like to have a credit card with a high available credit limit. So if I need to ever swipe my fucking card and get the fuck out of there, I can. And I like to have a car that any moment I can jump in that bitch and move. And when my car doing shit like this, it's making me lose trust in it. Like, I need to be able to jump in my car and move across fucking country and just with the swipe of my credit card. And now my car holding me up because I'm gonna have to swipe max on my fucking credit card to get that motherfucker fixed. Sorry, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then what was the last thing? When is something else going on with it? Then remember the fucking window went down and stayed.
Oh my God, no. Miami blew a fucking fuse. Like, all the stuff was like simple fix. Like,
but it's a lot for a car that's barely 5 years old.
Your car was under warranty. You had a complete engine failure.
Complete engine failure.
They gave you a new engine.
Chrysler, but for the folks in Detroit, like, I wish I was still connected to Detroit and folks who worked at the plant, because I wanted to be like, what plant this come from? Y'all niggas had to be smoking when you made my car. Who was the sorry bunch of niggas who was putting my shit together because they did me wrong? Who was it? But we don't got ties to the plant in Detroit like that no more.
No.
To know what plant. Like, it's a way to look at the VIN number, y'all. This is what we do in Detroit. You can look at the VIN number and see what plant your car come from. And, like, all plants ain't created equally. And you be like, no, ma'am. Don't give me that one. So-and-so. The thing is, you got family and friends. So-and-so and them work over that plant, honey. They put that together with bubble gum and crazy glue.
Right.
That's going to fall apart on you on 696. So I think I got Baby and them worked on my car, honey.
Sure
they might
did.
got second compartments. It might be some dope hitting in my car. The way that it just keeps doing this.
It's a car, baby. It's gonna do.
And any of my previous cars, I've never had any.
Well, you only had one in the car.
Well, shit, it ain't do this. Shout out to Baby Ion.
You only had one other car, so I don't know what you're
Shout out
talking
to
about.
Baby Ion.
And it's a car, so it's gonna have breakdowns. No, the complete engine failure, that was some fluke shit. And you got a whole new engine out of it.
I got a whole new engine, a new starter, and something else.
Everything.
Yeah. And it's like a new car.
Because that shit just completely locked up.
So much to when the white man who was working on it was like, we just replaced everything. Can you come back in 2 weeks?
That bitch was completely seized. I ain't never seen everything in a motor.
Everything just stopped.
Seized.
I don't know what y'all niggas in Detroit did to my car, but you made it work. And then when they gave me a car rental, only thing they helped. Remember y'all? I think did we have a podcast?
No, we ain't had a podcast.
They gave me a minivan, so I was rocking a minivan for like 2 weeks, floating.
This ride nice.
It do ride nice. So that's going on, and like the light off, but it's just one of them things where it's triggering, right? Where it's just like, universe, chill, right? Like, and I think it was the universe telling me, because I was thinking about some stuff at that moment. I think it was the universe telling me to slow down. That leads to our next point, right? So, I come from a really close knit family, and my grandfather isn't doing really well. Like, he's getting older, he has, a variety, right? When you get to a certain age and you have a variety of cancers, right? It's not just one type of cancer. Like, we're talking about leukemia, lung cancer. Like, a lot of stuff's going on. Don't get me wrong. He's older, right? So he in his mid 80s, and, he lived life and everything. But, it gets to a point where, where do I need to be into this, right? So, I'm talking to my mom and try to be a place of support or be a person of reason. So if she's telling me stuff that's going on, I'm trying to ask like the strategic questions, like, well, are you taking care of yourselves? Have y'all had conversations? Is he comfortable? Is he happy? Like, what's going on? But it's just hard to figure out your place, right?
Right.
And I even think at that night, like, I was to the point that day where I was like, I'm just buy a plane ticket to go home. I'm looking at this weekend tickets. Yeah, I looked at them tickets to go from Colonized Valley to Detroit. They was telling me it was a G minimum. I said, wait a minute. I said, well, Lord, cheaper cost you. Let me go figure this out. And as soon as I was gonna get some gelato, I turned that car on. What it said? Engine failure.
It did not say engine failure. The check engine light came on.
And so I just took it as a moment to be still.
And you took it as engine failure.
What?
Even so, when this morning I said, well, I'm going to drop you off work and I'm going to go to AutoZone to check it out. You sure it's safe for you to drive my car? You sure you should just getting towed there? It's a check engine light. Most of the time, it don't even mean check the engine.
What?
if it's bad, the check engine light will flash. That's how you know you can having a complete engine failure.
Oh, that's what that means.
Yeah, if it flashes.
If it's flashing, that means you fucked.
Yeah, you fucked. You should pull over because the car probably already cut off and you rolling anyway.
Have you been there?
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
I was there with your car when I had that.
Oh, that.
Because remember, you said you didn't feel safe driving your car, so
it was sputtering and shit.
So I drove your car.
Yeah.
And you drove.
Yeah, because I was gonna have that bitch towed. I didn't care how much it cost.
And we was driving because we set an appointment. Yeah. And that motherfucker just cut off.
It knew it was going to the doctor. It was at like Desi.
Yeah.
And just stopped in the middle of the street.
But most of the time, we'll never check engine lights come on. It's not that serious.
I think that's some hood voodoo.
So you just go and you just go get the code. That's why it's so ubiquitous. Like every auto parts store will check it for you because they know it's not that. It's usually, I would say 9 times out of 10, it's not that serious, and they want you to come check it so you can buy the part.
You know, I've been burnt in the past. I think back to my cousin. I won't say his name. We was riding with my Uncle Junebug. I say his name. That ain't his real name. And his all types of check engine lights was flashing in his car. Mm-hmm. And me and my cousin was riding in the back seat to the point where we was just holding hands because we was scared. And I was like, Uncle Junebug, what do those flashing lights mean? And he said that's just decoration for the car. And then I almost said the same. Me and my cousin, we looked at each other and we was like, you look at each other like, nah. And the other cousin, he's a little more soft spoken than me. Like I'm definitely more outgoing, but he's more direct than I am. Right. And I remember he was like, no, that mean the car about to stop. Can you take me to my mama? Can you take me to my mama? And then he said, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. That's just the decoration how my car go. That's how I got it hooked up here. We was like hooked up. So I just done had very negative experience with cars and just raggedy cars and just flashing lights and flashing engine lights. And I think to my father who run cars to the ground. Like my car, I feel like my dad done had cars for 20 years. I remember my dad had a car. We used to call it the Skyhawk. Hog? Do you remember that type of car?
The green one?
No, we had it was a blue one that was super raggedy.
No, I don't remember. I
wonder if my parents remember that. The Skyhawk that I remember was so like raggedy. It's only one door that worked or something. Like it was just too much. As a child, I remember being traumatized. But meanwhile on the ranch, my mother stayed with a new car every 3 years. But him and then that green one. No, he had a black one, black Bonneville. He wore that to the ground. And then he got a green. Then he got a green one and wore that to the ground. And now he got another truck and gonna wear that to the
ground.
Meanwhile, my mother done been through Cadillacs, Lincolns,
everything.
And me and my father struggling with check engine lights. Oh, anyway, but I was talking about my grandfather. But I'm trying to figure out what's my role. Right, he's getting older. They're making because they're there, right? They're doing the day to day, and it's like is me coming out for a weekend, is that even beneficial? Right? Is that something? Or, what's my role in it? Like, how can I be a resource or do I not? Like, I don't know. I don't know if y'all dealt with that. And, still being in my own stuff and trying to navigate that. It's something that I'm still a little unsteady with. What you think about that, Nero?
One of the things I put out to you is that what if you don't have a role? Are you okay with that? Mm-hmm. You how many thousand of miles away? Yeah. You come and visit Detroit, once in a while. Yeah. But it's full grown ass, realized ass people there. Yeah. That can take care of that stuff. Because it's like, what are you planning on doing when you go there? Are you just going to take them to the doctor and hear what the doctor will say? Yeah. What is that? Yeah. So I think
and even with the doctor say, at the point where he's older, like it's only so much you can do.
Right. Yeah. So that's my thing. Like, what exactly are you going to do other than spend some time with them? Yeah. And if you're going to spend some time with them, maybe, going this weekend and spending $1,000 is not
the best use of time or money or resources.
But, going in a couple weeks where, you're not buying a plane ticket 48 hours before you're about to leave. Yeah. I think that's a lot more useful or a lot more beneficial because, like, truthfully, with you living in Colonizer Valley, there's not much that you really can do. Not much. There's nothing you can do. Yeah. Unless you plan on moving back to Detroit and staying there. Yeah. Until the last little bit. Yeah. But if not, Yeah, go. Go within the month, but go when it's at least affordable. Like, don't.
Yeah.
Now, if they would have said like our friend, and it was like, y'all need to come now.
Yeah.
And people was like, nah.
I got a doctor's
appointment. And the doctor's appointment wasn't until a couple weeks from
Don't
there.
you do that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You spend the money.
You spend the money and go.
Yeah.
But for now, I would say, if you go in a couple weeks,
yeah,
then go.
Yeah. It's just so hard feeling, helpless or not useful in my personal life, where in my professional life, I feel so like
fulfilled.
Right? It's like, can't catch a fucking break for a minute, right? So, I think a few months ago I was super fulfilled personally, but professionally I was like, and now professionally I'm totally in an amazing space, but familial is kind of like, ugh. And that goes against my core values, right? So even at work, I bring, the folks I work with, I try to treat them as like family, right? And I'm not even treating my family to my standards, allegedly. So it's just something I'm processing through and trying to figure out. And speaking of work, child, I love Colonizer Riley. I got to say, I know why I was hired, right? Because they don't got no common sense. But when I tell y'all, they smart as hell. God damn. Like, literally. Fuck. Like, I be sitting in meetings like, God damn it, they're smart. I be sitting in meetings like, fuck, I was around a lot of stupid motherfuckers. I was around a lot. Actually, maybe stupid's not the right word. I was around a lot of useless motherfuckers. Like, whoa. Like, being in this environment is like, it's making me step my game up. Right? Like, so much so, right? I think I always was about professional development and growing, but like a different level. Like, make you want to come home and study at night for fun. To be on the new shit. To be on the new. But the thing is, I remember like in my previous roles, be it the bot store, before the bot store, it was about what are the best practices, right? Here it says, we are the fucking best practices.
Yeah.
We tell them what to do. We lead it. We innovate it. God damn it.
How does that make you feel?
Oh my God. Amazing. It has re-energized me for work. And it was just one of those moments that I know everything was in divine order. Because like I've been having a rough couple weeks just dealing with shit, right? Not shit I didn't know was coming, but when you in it and you're going through, blah, 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 right?
Going through the storm.
Yeah. But having that moment to be like, child, I'm at the place now where, I think maybe a few months ago, I was like, no, if I could redo it, I don't want to do this shit again. I don't want to wish this on nobody. But low key, high key, this outcome and where I'm at professionally is sick. Like, I can only imagine where I'm going to be in 20 years. Does that make sense? Like, holy shit. Where I think in my previous role, I knew exactly where I was going to be in 20 years.
Right.
I knew exactly where I was going to be. I knew exactly what my check was going to be in 20 years. Now, my nigga.
Can't even believe
I can't even fathom the ceiling. Like, I can't. I'm Blue Ivy. I've never seen a ceiling in my whole life. I didn't realize how held back I was. And I'm not a held back type of bitch. Like, and if I felt like this in the environment, I can only imagine the type of people that the stagnation, right? Like, I got almost emotional at work, right? Because I'm finished. I'm alone. I don't let the colonizer see me cry. But
or Nero.
Or anybody, just me and the Lord. Where I had this moment of gratitude just wipe over me, that I was emotional, right? Because we had this in the summer thing where there were some new projects and we brought on some interns and we brought on some just new people. And the fucking work that these kids were doing was sickening, right? And coming from an environment where, I even think of that to my time at higher ed, when people have gotten PhDs and dedicated their whole fucking life to a fucking research question that they haven't even got 1 inch on, but these kids has been here for 10 weeks and answered a fucking question. It just blows your mind on research and what you can do and how you can move forward, right? And how strong white supremacy in the system is in place, right? Because the system of higher ed, the system of academia tells you that research takes time and that you're only going to give a little bit of like you're only going to give so much to the knowledge and growth, right? You only can go so far and do so many things, right? It's really about limits, right?
Right.
But out here, my nigga,
ain't no limits.
Limits?
What you talking about?
Kiss my ass on the limit.
Anything you've ever thought about or ever seen in a sci-fi film back in the 90s
is coming to fucking life. You hear me?
Self-driving cars, they about to fly.
When I tell you this machine learning and artificial intelligence is so fucking sickening, they got a bitch about to go back and get a PhD at Stanford in machine learning or Berkeley. Any of these schools in Colonizer Valley, you know, it's all up and down San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
It's the truth.
It makes me want to do, it gets me excited. It makes me want to go dust off the bio undergrad and be like, anybody need titration help? We still titrate. And we don't titrate no more. We don't. Stoichiometry, anyone? Qualitative, you know. But it's just something about being in this type of environment that's totally engaging. And being in an environment where everyone's totally competent.
I just think about even like somebody had sent us like a little press release for something.
Yeah.
That was like a city in San Francisco Bay.
Yeah.
Will be piloting a automated driving shuttle.
Yeah.
Self-driving shuttle.
Yeah, like
no drivers.
Oh my goodness. It was just one of those weeks where I felt professionally fulfilled. Right? Professionally filled up in multiple levels. So just being appreciative and in gratitude for the energy and the being exposed to the intelligence around me, right? Knowing that I have so much to learn. Right? I always knew I never knew much. But just how much wisdom's around me and how people think and how their mind and willing to share that openly. Right? But two, my employees that report to me, how they want to do their job and they want to do their job well, and how they take feedback and guess what? Apply it.
I be talking to them like they're about to get fired.
And apply it instantly and you see the growth. You know, I think a bot store or other places where it would take years, right? That'd be the plan. Like, oh, we get years to get this person where they need to be. But I literally have seen growth in people in 2 months. Like, it's just so like, and then I'm thinking in my head, like, these are babies. Where they going to be in 20 years?
Right.
Right? Like, and just the networks that's being built already, like just from the people around me. And also having a conversation with my supervisor, because my company believe in doing constant formative evaluation. So while you in it, like all the time. So basically every 2 to 3 months, there's some type of formal evaluation. And I had my first formal evaluation where I was like, you know, how you gauge yourself on everything below? Like, I don't know nothing. Like, what are you? And she was like, no, absolutely not. And just the things that she brought out and mentioned, I've never had a supervisor do that. I've never had a supervisor that invested in my professional development. I've never had a supervisor that like honed in and cared about, you know, me personally and professionally to the point where it was like, that's fucked up. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up on how you've never been taught to manage. Right? And the stuff that I used to do, like in previous role, like I'm people thinking I'm what people like to say, like, you know, Nyambi, she always going, she doing extra, she be doing X, Y, and Z. No, I wasn't. Actually, I was doing the bare minimum as a fucking good ass manager, but the fucking expectation and the bar was so goddamn low, it looked like I was doing something special. Right? Do you know, like,
I ain't never seen a whole ceiling in my life.
Because now I'm at the point where I really see what a manager role, what does it mean to manage people, what it means to cultivate people, what it means to cultivate talent, what it means to actually do a brain trust, like where I'm fucking excited to go to goddamn work, where I want to be like, my team is the shit. My team, we can go and take on any other team. Like your team, your job, and your people can't fuck with my people and my job. And half my team is 20. And y'all niggas been in y'all job for 20 years. Like, half my team can't be older than 25. More than half my team can't be more than 25. Literally got the shit yellow still, right? You know, all the old school, like, milk behind their ear, literally.
Not they shit still yellow.
Yeah, they shit yellow still, right? But the thing is, they so good at they fucking craft and so fucking hungry that we gonna keep, like, sickening.
Yeah.
Right. And I never had this much. Like, I've always enjoyed my work, right? But I always seen it as I split my work into two halves. So like half of it would be the 9 to 5, right? Doing the work I'm supposed to get done. And then I would spend the 5 to 9 then catering and doing the other shit.
Right.
Right. When I got a whole team do what they're supposed to do the whole day. So it's just this sense of like, oh, this is work. Like, yes, I get it.
I'm glad you finally are blessed, baby.
What do you mean? What do you think about that, Neil? Can you tell a difference or no?
Yeah, it's inspiring.
Oh, you think it's inspiring?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, it's possible to go to work and love what the fuck. I never have a bad day at work.
You went from the box store to like living your bliss.
Living my fucking bliss at work, where it's like never, and to also like be at a company where it's like there's no problem that's not solvable. Like, I've worked at companies where they be like, oh, we gotta do that. Oh, that's no way to solve that.
Mm-hmm.
Where here it's just a matter of when. God.
When you gonna solve it?
And how are we gonna solve it? Like, that's the question. Well, how you gonna solve it? Come back to me when you get a solution. Don't come to me with no bullshit. And like, it's not like you would not. I get it now, where it's about fit. You know, I think we talked about fit, and it is a little political game to that, right? But if you're a certain type of person, you ain't gonna thrive here because you can't come half step. Like, we can smell your half step in the interview because you get these half ass answers because even at your job you was trash. Like,
you get half step ass answers.
Oh yeah, you could tell when people get engaged. Like, you could tell when people just kind of give interview, and then you just ask one probing question, and they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can even ask when people ask simple questions like, where do you see yourself? What's your goals?
That's the boss.
Yeah, right. And just the lack of creativity in people's answers. Well, I want to, move through the company and hopefully be, the manager. What? Nigga, I want to take over the fucking world. Like, I want to be the shit. And like, that's the theme. And I used to remember being back in my day to be like, is it just that like hunger come from Detroit? But I always in the back of my mind, to be like, what you want to do? Be the fucking boss and be the shit.
Right.
Be the shit. Be great. Be the fucking thought leader. And this is where I'm supposed to be. All right. I'm sorry. I done went on a tangent, y'all.
Oh, the people love it.
What you mean? No, but it's about finding that. So what I would say is step out, y'all. If the job's not fulfilling you, professional relationships, I know this is like, we like a broken record. Just step out and do it. And know that no matter what you go through, it's for something, right? Because if I wouldn't have went through the whole hell I've been through for the last 2 years, I wouldn't be here. And I would argue, like, I got to the point where I'm really doing some real metacognition, right? So if I didn't even go through this and I stayed where the fuck I was, would a bitch even been happy?
Nope.
Do you know what I'm saying? Could I sincerely say to myself that I was happy, reached my highest potential, pushed myself, grew?
Nope.
Could I say that? If I never went through any of that, could I truly say that? And I ask y'all to ask yourself that too. So the situation you're in, are you really hitting your potential?
Nope.
He whispers for he yells. Like, it's just, don't get me wrong. I'm sure I'm going to have other bad days, other bullshit going to pop off. But if it wasn't for all of that, I wouldn't be here.
Can't believe we made it. This is why we're grateful.
Oh, God is good. Y'all ain't going to get me on here shout.
Hey, you ever seen a podcast go ape shit?
But it's a word, and I just had to share that with folks. Other than that, I'm still fat. Near your check-in.
Oh. So, first of all, you're not fat.
Okay.
Has lost like 100-something pounds.
I know, but now I'm streaming closer to 75.
Oh.
I done gained at least 20 pounds.
Well, there's this notion.
But I'm still, how much weight do you have to win that size out? Like, I'm still wearing my other clothes. It's just
I think
tight.
it's like 30 to 40 pounds.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Like, I can still wear my clothes. They're just tighter, right? And the thing is, tighter, I guess, like, I like my clothes to feel a little loose. Like, I like to have a little room in there. I'm not a form-fitting type of girl. So when I feel it, my clothes are form-fitting now. And it's not as flattering. Form-fitting.
Form-fitting in the medium. What that?
Don't do that. It's form-fitting, right? And or I should say beyond form-fitting. Ladies, when you gain weight in certain areas, it's not cute, right? I feel like I'm gaining like pregnant weight. So like, I'm not pregnant, but when like ladies, when you get pregnant, right? Or like when there's like early signs of pregnant, you start gaining weight like weird places. So like your boobs will start just getting bigger. And at first that's lit, right? Mm-hmm. So you're like, all right, titties, right? Well, me, I'm a fan of boobs. So I love big titties. So I'm like, okay, this is cute. But then like it'll be like you'll eat a meal or you'll eat like some dairy or a burrito. And then all of a sudden you 3 months pregnant. And you be like, from a burrito, bitch? Like, so that type of weight gain where before you can eat a burrito and you ain't gonna be 3 months pregnant, right? You know what I'm saying? But now, like, if I eat certain foods, it's like, oh, I feel bloated. And you add bloating on top of the weight gain, like shit just get awkward feeling, right?
Yeah.
But you know, first thing in the morning when I'm on lemon juice and water, everything's great. But by lunchtime, goddamn.
Well, I thought it was interesting anyway, because when you lost all that weight, you lost weight in your titties first.
I did, and I was very sad. And, you know, my closest friends and my mother can speak to this. I've been obsessed with boobs since I've been a child. So that was very hurtful of me. I love a big boob on everyone, on me, on other people. I'm fascinated. Like, I feel like it's our rite of passage as women is titties, and it's just amazing. And then mine just like deflate, and they didn't even shrink proportionally. They like deflated like balloons, and I was so sad.
No, I'm losing my
It's
titties.
just like balloons.
I don't know if I want to lose any more weight.
It was, and I love big boobs. And then like even my mom, my friends, she was like, "Well, it's fine. You're just," because as I lost more weight, my figure became. It wasn't like, you know, being a bigger girl, you got hips and boobs, but when you lose weight, like my true figure came, and it was more of like a. Athletic's not a word. Niram said it was like a shaped like a plantain.
Yeah, more like a banana.
A banana. So just kind of straight up and down, right? So I was just super proportional, and I'm like, this ain't getting it.
But when you look at the rest of your family, that's pretty much how they shape.
Oh, who shaped like a banana?
Your whole family, mama and daddy side.
No, my dad's side they got really big boobs. I'm sad I ain't get those. They shaped like a pea.
Oh, the latter P.
Flat booty and huge titties. But my mother's side, I guess they're actually a little bit more proportional than I am, though. Like they're more curvy than I am. I definitely got more of the boyish figure. Like when I'm down at my smallest, like I really have to wear clothes that accentuate like my waist and boobs, and I have to work harder. But anyway, I'm still fat. Near, I'm checking. What are we doing?
Fat. What's going on with me other than Naomi trying to get on my head about this damn car when I told her it don't need to be done? Shit, that motherfucker can stay there all I don't give a fuck. Fuck that car. I got a bike. I got Uber. I got Lyft. I can walk wherever I need to be or catch the bus or whatever. Fuck that car. I ain't got no worry while I'm doing my house husband shit. Still hunting for a job. Headhunters just be reaching out to me, asking for my resume, doing phone screens. So, you know, I'm doing that still. Haven't got any nibbles yet, but, you know, still going through it. And then, you know, we did have some self-care. Well, I had some self-care on Wednesday. So, used to work at this job in the tech field, and the new person came out and they had their orientation. So I went out to San Francisco to kick it with them and didn't get back until late, but it was fun. You know, we had some drinks. What else went on?
Wait, you're not gonna talk about that whole ass white man who passed out on the Caltrain?
Oh, I try to nix out all the negative stuff.
Okay, we don't gotta talk about that, but
no,
just
we're
know.
gonna talk about it. So on the way back, because I almost missed the Caltrain afterwards, because something was going on in San Francisco in the particular area I was at, and I kept calling Lyfts and Ubers, and they kept canceling on me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll text the person like, hey, I'm in front of Old Navy. They be like, I'm trying to get there, so much traffic. And then they'll just cancel it. I'm trying to get there, so much traffic, and cancel it. So much so that I had to catch a fucking taxi.
Oh, my God, that's old school.
I had to catch a taxi to the Caltrain because I was waiting on the corner for like at least 20 minutes. Because he'd be like, you know how it be, driver be there in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
4 minutes go by, cancel. The fuck? All right, let me get another one. Driver be there in 5 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
5 minutes go by, cancel. What the fuck is going on? I'm about to miss this train.
Yeah.
So much so I just got on, taxi!
Old school.
Taxi!
Old school.
And what in the world? Mm-hmm. So I had to get on there. It was just weird. Just getting a taxi driver and not being able to have an aux plug. Or charge my phone in the back seat.
Shut up, Nero.
The fuck is going on?
Bye.
Taxis need to step their game up. It's not the same anymore. I almost feel like he still had like the glass in between.
He did, I'm sure.
Is this a taxi or a police car?
Please, taxi, be a little rough a little bit in San Francisco, allegedly. In that Tenderloin. Was you in the Tenderloin?
No, I wasn't in Tenderloin.
Be careful out here in that Tenderloin, y'all.
I was. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
So I get on the Caltrain and sitting there, and the guy goes by and like check tickets or whatever. And there's this guy. So a Caltrain is a train that has 2 levels. So it's like the commuter rail. So it has 2 levels, and the guy was passed out on the stairs.
Jesus.
And
That's too much.
The conductor was like trying to wake him up, whatever. And his ass wouldn't wake up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or he would, and he'd grumble, and then his ass go back to sleep. So much so they had to call the police. But while they was doing that, people still the train was still going, and he was still passed out on the stairs, and people upstairs were still trying to get down. Jesus. So the conductor was like, "Yeah, sorry about that. You just gonna have to step over him."
They said we don't got time. Figure it out.
So they come on announcements. Police is here. Please forgive us. There's gonna be some delays. Police come. Wake your ass up. What are you on? Heroin?
Exactly.
Hey.
Jesus.
Hey.
Jesus.
Wake up.
Crazy.
Jesus. I had to record the shit. Just in case some shit went down.
Exactly.
And then he go, nothing to see here, folks. We just got a druggie on the train. We're going to get somebody to get his ass off. And then 2 people come, and they just literally lift his ass up and took him off the train and laid it on the ground, and then the train door closed, and we just went on our merry way.
Jesus. Stay blessed.
I hope he all right.
He'll probably be okay. They said he was on that shit.
Yeah, he was on something.
Yeah, he be on that shit.
So I got back late. I had to set an alarm that we was going to do the podcast, or that Wednesday podcast, on Wednesday. We'll wake up early. Set the alarm for 6:30. I looked up. And I was like, I was sleeping good.
That's it. And I gave it to him because I was ready for a change.
I said, I'm sleeping good. She said, you sleeping good? I said, yeah. She said, go back to sleep then.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Because that's the thing. If you sleep, sleep. Mm-hmm. Enjoy.
So there was no podcast on the race day because of that. Shit, it was almost a podcast not today. No, but I ended up meeting up with one of my old roommates from undergrad.
Oh, that's right. You didn't even talk about that. Yeah.
So my best friend, or one of my friends that I grew up with, we all went to the same undergrad together, and I was talking to him. I was like, telling him about how I moved to Kalaniza Valley, because Nyambi told me that I just tell people out the blue. I just don't give the people no warning. Say, hey, what's going on? I was like, not much, just chilling. Kalaniza Valley. It's like, oh, you moved there? Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Like, oh, okay.
How was that?
It was cool. We talked about shit. We we did what Nyambi hate. Talked about the weather.
Oh, black man shit.
And talked about the weather and how high rent is. So we did that for the first 30 minutes. And we just did some catching up. Because the thing is, we cool. We never fell out, but we ain't talked since 5 years. Mm-hmm. Last time we went to homecoming has to be about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then before that, we ain't talked since we graduated. So, it wasn't no beef or anything. It was just
time.
Yeah, time.
Yeah.
So, it was just cool just to catch up and see a familiar face.
Yeah, that's what I say. That was nice.
Whether or not that face has changed over the years.
Well, I'm sure it has.
It has, because I've changed, he's changed. Mm-hmm. But just being able to have that familiar face and have a little bit of familiarity in a place that's still kind of foreign.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And everything, I think, is brought back full circle for a reason too.
His wife is having a baby. I think I got you an invite to the baby shower.
That's what I really wanted. I love baby showers. I love any showers. Mm-hmm. I love all that stuff. And I told you I haven't gotten invited to none of them. And I love it. I love babies' birthday parties. And I bring good gifts, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess because we just don't know nobody out here. But I'm like, come on. Please and you know how I feel about brown babies.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a full-on brown baby.
Please, Jesus.
A full-on black baby at that.
Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So I think I got you an invite.
Please.
We're going to do a double date soon, so you can go ahead and confirm it.
I'm gonna be super forward. So when is the shower?
Hey girl, when is the baby shower?
And when should I work on that?
Right. You have a registry anywhere?
Oh, what day is it? I am free that day.
Not gonna be. I would love to play eat a Snickers out of a diaper with you.
It's one of my favorites.
Okay. Why do y'all do that?
I don't know. It's just games. It's tradition. It don't bother me. The thing is, I like all types of showers like that, right? So I can go and play at the traditional one when we, like you said, we eating baby food, and also I can eat at the ones when we getting toe up too with liquor. So I just like the area.
Oh, okay.
But did it feel good to connect, or like?
Yeah,
did
it felt good. It felt good to connect.
Like, was the energy connected still there, or was the energy off?
It was good energy. Like
Yeah.
you know, it was like we almost picked up where we left off at.
Nice.
You know, it was just more or less like just catching up. Like, yeah, what you been up to? You know, how you and your wife meet, blah blah blah, and just catching up. Just
I almost said something shady. When I was like, "Well, how did they meet?" And Niram said something. I was like, "You was a lie." And guess what? Niram was not lying.
Because the most interesting thing is all of us went to the same undergrad.
Yeah.
So it was like all different phrases.
No, yeah.
So you know
because is she a little younger than us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So you know my roommate, but you don't know her.
No, I don't. And you kept saying, "Oh, they met in undergrad." I was like, "That nigga don't graduate." And I was trying to do it, say it discreetly, right? Like
that nigga done gone.
Yeah.
But you don't know, some people like after they graduate,
kind of stick in the area.
Yeah, they stick around.
Yeah.
So it kind of just happened that way.
Yeah.
But you know, shout out to them. Maybe I can get them on, have them share their Black love story.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Oh.
Well, we careful. Wait, we gotta make sure we ain't talking shit about them.
Right, they might already be listening.
We'll let you know how the double date go. Because you know I talk loosely.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow,
we got some pillow talk.
Of course, we got some freaking pillow talk. First of all, just a shout out. Did you hear what Kid Fury? He just got this collab with HBO.
Yeah, I heard
and he
about
about
that.
to get a fucking motherfucking shows. Come on, HBO.
That's
Come on. I am so fucking excited, right? Because I remember Kid Fury when he used to be on YouTube and on that orange ass wall. Remember I used to tell you about it?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's this black boy from Miami, Jamaica, who's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even know how I stumbled upon him. And I feel like I just binged him. And ever since then, I was a stan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was like things that I'm not here for. Or like, I forgot what he used to start. Like, things that I'm not here for. Things that I'm leaving. And I don't know what it was.
The one that I remember is like how not to get catfish. Or something like that.
It was, whatever it was freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Shout out to him. That's definitely a big move. A very, very big move. And it's well deserving.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing what the content going to be about.
Yeah.
Because like right now, it's like a black renaissance going on in
HBO,
TV.
HBO, Netflix. Like, and if the CEOs are smart, they should dive into it. You know who I feel a little sorry for?
Who?
What's going on with the Latinos and the Asians? Is there
What you talking about?
Is there conversations going on without us?
What you talking about? Crazy and Rich Agents about to come out next week.
Nigga, that is just be careful, not Yumby. Yes, but that is a very whitewashed form of the Asian experience.
Oh.
That's all. I'm seeing it, right?
You got fresh off the boat.
I'm a fan of Constance Wu. Like, I'm for it, right?
Yeah.
But it's a very whitewashed version, a very one-sided view of the Asian experience, right? The crazy rich Asians is a certain type of Asian, and we discussed that in this podcast. Ain't no show about what am I thinking? Southeast Asian, right?
Oh.
That's not out there,
Or
on the front line. You know, and the Rock don't count.
He's Samoan.
I'm telling you what white people do, honey.
Oh.
They think they already done got the Asian and Latino numbers
Well,
and the black numbers with the Rock.
Yeah.
And Rock, meanwhile, on the ranch. Rock is like, I'm a nigga. I don't know.
Rock be living his best life.
Don't he? Right? So but staying focused on Kid Fury. I'm super happy for them. Like, I think it's going to be about like a coming of age. I think the summary is like a coming of age like show
about a
young black gay guy. New York.
Has undiagnosed depression.
Oh, come on, and that's the key. Come on, all the other stuff cute, right? But that's the key of having that, because a lot of us have undiagnosed depression. A lot of us have depression and know we got to heal. Some of us got a little bit more of depression and still got to work through it. So I think that's what's gonna paint a lens. Like, I'm so here for like the dark comedy, dark satire, and I think he does that so well.
Yeah,
and I'm so freaking happy for him.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna be reviewing it. So maybe I can give you extra on that show too. I'm just trying to be extras. I don't even have to go to be a recurring character. Where you go for to be an extra?
I just found out that you can be what they call it, a background actor.
Yeah, how do I do that?
I don't know. Let's Google it.
Okay. Like, I don't, I'm not even aiming home. Like, I ain't trying to be an actress and nothing, but I'm just so freaking happy. But I was kind of thinking what they doing for the Asians, Latinos. Sometimes I be on YouTube a lot and I'm watching BuzzFeed, and BuzzFeed has a section called Paro, and they've been having a lot of like different Latinos come out, and it's like these two folks. I forgot his name. It's like this black. He ain't black. He Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
Depends who you ask. All right. It's these two. Have y'all noticed, if y'all watch Paro on YouTube or on BuzzFeed, are they just loud as fuck? Like, have you seen them?
No, I haven't.
Just for some reason, something about it makes the back of my neck itch every time they come on this screen talking loud, and I just can't. Like, to the point almost like where I want to check their Dominican card. You know, people overcompensate. Yeah. It's like what Charlamagne the God was talking about on the troll. Like, he doing too much. Like, the black folks will be on Twitter like with guns and bitches. You be like, you're trying too hard. Like,
guns and bitches.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, it be guns pointed at the screen, and it'd be a pug in the background. Like, you ain't a gangster, you got a pug. Like, and a well taken care of pug, right? What did he say? Like, they're trying too much, or they're like overcompensate. What is the word he used? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Other than overcompensating?
It's like just exaggerating it. Like, I feel like
flashy.
I don't know what it is. It was just something where folks who be claiming to be from a certain set, but they really ain't. But in order to distract you, they go above and beyond. Yeah.
There's a listserv that you can sign up for to be a background actor.
All right, Niram, what's our next pillow talk question? Because we are doing a podcast.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well, shit. Since we on Wednesday, Queen B and the Vogue cover. Beyonce's. And how he got that first black ever Vogue photographer.
Beyonce's.
Taking over whole September.
A Vogue.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce's. Sickening, right?
It is.
And first of all, do September because that's her birthday month, right? Mm-hmm. That just when all things. You think she got another album or some other project coming out? And she's just going to take it over.
Music.
First of all, why is it Vogue? Why a black photographer never filmed? Why is that blowing my mind? Like, and I'm not saying there should be a whole line of them, but how is that a thing? Never in the history of Vogue has been a black photographer has never done the cover.
Racism.
Systematic oppression, right? That blows my mind. And then for even Beyonce to come in and be that thoughtful and intentional, and then when she gave it to this young brown boy, right? That's early, sickening still, but early in his career, I'm so here for it. I'm sure Beyonce already done sent over her picture that she just took on her iPhone. I can't wait to see what the theme of the book, and I had to digest it like, oh, she got creative power over her cover. No, my nigga, the whole fucking magazine. And then when Tor said, oh, you can have it, sis, that's not a problem. I'm not worried about it.
That just shows how much fucking clout she got.
The whole magazine.
Can you imagine somebody ring, ring, ring?
Hey, hello.
Hello, Beyonce, this is Vogue.
Hey.
We would love to have you on the cover.
I don't know. When you thinking?
Look, whenever you want, like whatever we need to do to get you on the cover, we'll do it.
All right, we'll do a compromise. I'll do a September, but I got to just do everything with it. Don't even worry about it. I'll print it out.
What do you mean?
I'll send it to you when it's done.
I think I got to run that by Anna.
I'll send it to you when it's done.
Hold on, let me get Anna on the phone. Hello, Beyonce. This is Anna Wintour. Can I help you, darling?
Yes, I'm gonna do the cover. I'm gonna do the cover.
Okay, that's great.
And I'm gonna have a black photographer.
No, I have my own photography people.
Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna just do the whole fucking magazine.
What?
I'm gonna print it out for you when you need it by. All right, I'll send it in 2 weeks. Look. Jay, get them kids. Then the best her in the background. Sit down. I have it to you in 2 weeks. Have a good one. I mean, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
That's what I said. She did it, like, in between while she's touring. Sick. I love it. Queen goals. Like, that's what I'm saying. No ceilings.
Mm-hmm. I ain't never seen a ceiling in my whole life. No ceilings.
Like, look around. Where's the spacing you in? You got ceilings? Leave. If you feel like it's ever a ceiling, leave. If you in a job when they promising shit and they got jobs lined up for you and promotions and opportunities, and yeah, I bet they do. But where you at? In the same fucking space. At the ceiling.
Word to
Get
Blue.
up from out that ceiling. You hear me?
Preach him now.
Because once you get up out that ceiling, oh my God, then you get to breathe in the air.
Preach it, baby.
Once you get to breathe in the air. No, come on. Any other topics?
Since we also talk, shout out to Kid Fury.
Yeah.
Octavia Spencer just got a new series on Netflix.
What's that about?
Madam C.J. Walker.
Fuck yes. I'm not leaving the house in the winter. So when we do our double date, just tell them to bring some popcorn. Because I got television to catch up on. I have television to watch.
Now you see why I put all my TV shows on the calendar.
I got programs. Now I understand what my grandparents be like, my program is on.
My program is coming on.
Perfect. I don't know much about Madam C.J. Walker, actually. I actually was going to pick up like her biography or something, but I don't know much about her personally, except that she was a bad bitch.
So it's going to be eight episodes based off the great-great-granddaughter of Madam C.J. Walker biography on her own ground.
Wow. I'm here for it.
And we'll share a story of like how C.J. Walker became.
Who she was.
Yeah.
And then like the generational impact, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going back, look, one more plug for Colonizer Valley. Every colonizer I talk to out here in these valleys and each of these tech companies, what they telling their people is, what the fuck we doing? We fucking changing lives. Y'all should hear the shit they be talking out here. They on some good shit. They say, we changed lives.
We changed lives in this bitch.
They be like, you come and work for one of our companies, your life has changed forever.
What, ain't your life changed? You see how now I be talking all I can see clearly now.
Your life is forever changed. Whew. I ain't never went to the box store. They like, your life changed. They say, hey, bitch, you better stock them shelves. There's a snowstorm. Can you come in for a couple hours?
Can you come in at 2? Other thing, because we catching up.
Yeah.
Bron.
LeBron James.
Bron.
So what jersey do I get?
All of them.
Because I'm a fucking fan of LeBron and fucking Savannah. So don't you say LeBron name and don't mention Savannah.
Okay.
If you think his ass thought of this alone. Don't you say LeBron and don't mention Savannah.
That motherfucking I want to go back to school now.
What? Hell, all of us need to go back.
When can I sign up for the I Promise Academy?
Can I go back to the Promise?
I'm an at-risk youth.
I still am an at-risk youth. You ask some, I am the statistic. I ain't skewing it. I am the statistic. I am the storm, my nigga. Come on,
them
LeBron
niggas get
James.
bikes, helmets. I ain't never had a helmet until in my 30s. Oh my God. I ain't never wore a helmet in my life.
Is playing, but I'm going back to my academic roots. What's beautiful about what LeBron is doing is, first, it's not another charter school, right? He's invested money in the public education school system, right? And secondly, it's not for the high achieving students, right?
No.
Like, no shade, right? We do have folks who are high achieving, and I think they're brown, and I do think they need their supports, but they have other supports out there. But what about the folks who need some help? Right? What about the folks who are midway performing with extremely high potential, right? Like, LeBron, you fucking did that. Like, I'm just so appreciative. Like, that's something that will make me go back working in higher ed and like education for that type of system. Like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, this is what we have to do as a people. Like, we have to get there. And of course, we don't have brown money where we can go open up whole ass schools. But when I'm talking about investing in your fucking community and investing in our people and stop being scared and standing up and calling things a things and knowing when colonizers gonna be colonizers and stop being fucking scared. Black people, especially black people with a little piece of job and stuff, hand behind this thing like, oh, I'm just trying to have integrity and I only can do. You're gonna smarten up. Because I'll tell you one thing I learned. White people are able to flip the story whenever it's very convenient for them. And not only do they flip the story and a whole crew of friends, employees, get right behind their ass and do it, right? But us, we're scared. We way in the hopeful.
Way in the hopeful.
And we got to work through that. So when I just see these things, it inspires me so much. Like, he did that. He so did that. And y'all know I don't believe in that basketball chasing the ball like a dog. But I'm going to have to get a Bron jersey or a Bron t-shirt, or maybe I just go buy some Blaze pizza. I don't know.
Well, I was planning on buying me some Jordans with my first paycheck in Colonizer Valley, but my
do they sell Jordans out here?
Yes.
Because they only never mind.
It might have to be some LeBron. So let me see when
LeBron has some Jordan. Wait, does that equivalent? Do LeBron
LeBron has his own shoe.
He don't have a form of Jordans.
No.
Oh, I said LeBron got some Jordans.
Like I said, I was going to go buy some Jordans, but now I'm going to have to go buy some LeBrons.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Jordan, for respect on his name, right? Maybe he'll be the second or third check. But Bron, it's something about that, right? He's redefined. I don't know an athlete that has been so forthright with they like. Who else?
My thing is this: Michael Jordan had all this motherfucking money.
Oh, nigga. Opened up steak restaurants. Well, Magic has given a lot to the community. I would say Magic has done. Magic has done a lot, right? But that's even after the black community. Here we go again, trying to stick together. We done drug his name through the mug once we found out he had the HIV. So I'm surprised he even came back to us.
Michael Jordan has all this money. Niggas is killing each other over their shoes.
And that nigga ain't even open up one school in Chicago or help R. Kelly. I'm Michael Jordan. That's why Cookie got half of his fucking money, and good for fucking Cookie. Not Cookie. What's her name? Priscilla, Pamela, Michael Jordan, whatever his ex-wife name. She got half of his fucking coins, and good for fucking sis.
Yeah. Well, you know, Michael
looked like
Jordan,
he was just spending it on white bitches anyway.
Well, you know, Michael Jordan just like OJ. I'm not black. I'm Michael Jordan.
It make you think different about it, right? And I know it was a different space or time, but Michael Jordan is still young enough to be like, and his money's still long. He's still young enough and his money is long enough to give a little bit more. And I'm not saying that he hasn't done anything for the community, because I'm sure he has. But I'm saying to the level of which some of these other athletes are doing, right? And I would say LeBron has absolutely set the standard. Like, I am a stand for LeBron. He beating out Kobe, all of them. Who the greatest of all time? LeBron James.
Bron is all they call him.
Bron James and Savannah. LeBron James and Savannah. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. Like, that's how you become an icon. And I know he's standing on the shoulders of Michael and all these other people, right? Yeah. But Michael had the money. And people even before, they had the coin to do something.
Yeah, they did.
A little bit more explicitly. And again, I'm not saying that he didn't do anything, but there's a lot of undercover behind the scenes stuff. LeBron has helped these kids with schools. He had helped with the Black Lives Matter movement, right? He has spoken out against the bullshit with the press. Like, he has done these things continuously. And half that stuff free he doing, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. Speaking out and just calling a thing and calling bullshit bullshit. That's free.
Belling niggas
Hell, have you heard Michael Jordan say anything? Oh, bald headed nigga. Have he said anything with that tongue? I got some questions for him. He on Twitter. The fuck is this nigga sitting down doing? And also Charles Barkley, old ugly ass, sitting on TNT. Whatever. I'm just saying, dude, don't be laughing. I'm serious. Oh, Charles Barkley, old ugly ass, sitting there. Shaq, old ugly ass too. What they doing? Kobe with his old white. What is they doing?
Oh my God.
Kobe gonna come out with that sad ass documentary.
With that tongue.
That tongue. It's a couple niggas I got questions for. Now that Niram got me thinking critically. Right? You know, I'm talking about all the athletes, because everybody don't got money equivalent to Michael and Bron. Mm-hmm. But I know for a fact Michael Jordan money is long and strong still. Because I still see them steak restaurants. You niggas are still buying them Jordans. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
But good. Thank you, LeBron. Thank you, Savannah. Anything I do, please help. Please let me know.
Okay.
I think for Christmas this year, I got to think about like what charities I'm going to donate to. And I think Bron might be on them, because he putting his money where his mouth is. Like,
now you got to do yours.
Come on. I need to do something. Maybe that is it. My supervisor asked me, like, what will pull you away from here? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, I'm broke nigga, nothing, bitch. I'm not going to do it. But I was like, no, it would have to be like the opportunity to run my own. I almost didn't even want to say not for profit, right? Because I plan on making, because I think you can do good and still make money. Like, I don't think that has to be inclusive. Like, I don't think you can help your community and you don't have to be poor. Like, I don't know where that comes from. Mm. I think that's something the colonizer wants us to believe. I think that's something the white man really wants us to believe. Like, if you're gonna help your community, you need to be poor.
Well, you can run, like, I forgot, there's a specific type of name for that. Like Times Shoes.
What you mean?
So, they have a charity component to it. Like, you buy a shoe, they give a shoe away.
Yeah, like, that's, yeah.
Thank and you. They're not a non-profit. Like, they're still a corporation, but it's a different type of corp. It's like B Corp or A Corp. I might be wrong with that.
Because I don't remove non-profit from my vocabulary. Mm-hmm.
And still, I was talking to my roommate.
Yeah.
Niggas make money in nonprofit.
Come on.
It's not the worker bees.
Y'all ain't getting no money.
But the bosses, the CEOs, they get coins because they get all that money that's left over.
Oh my God. Shut up, Miro.
It's the truth. After they did all their programs, they did everything they say it's going to do, all the money that's left over, go back to them. Because that's the thing about nonprofit. Because they don't go to no stakeholders.
Yeah.
So it go back into the company.
Profit, yeah.
So when they zero everything out, it goes back to him.
Yeah. But I would make it. I'm glad you said that. But I told her, like, I would have to be like getting some money either through my own way or a venture capitalist where to run my own company where I can do this stuff, right? So have an impact on my community and provide access to education where I can, have, a segment that focuses on like community building and thriving and Black love and what that means, right? Like, and really having a safe place to unpack all this stuff. Right?
Yeah.
All while, being able to make profit and providing resources to people who don't have resources, almost like a Sankofa, each one teach one type thing. So if you need it, here, you got it for free, right? If you got some coins, here's a reasonable price for that type of thing, and having complete autonomy and ownership with that, right? She was like, "Oh, that's amazing! I'll be your chief of staff." Yeah. Like even with that stealing, where they're like, "Yeah, that's possible." It's like she was gonna tell me go do it next week. Go write it up, bitch. Like how you gonna do it, right?
Right. Leave now. No. Absolutely not.
So like that's the stuff that I think of. And you're right there when you told me I need to create something like that's what I would be. And it's hard for me to put words to that because that something like that don't exist. Yeah. Like what is that? Like what would that context would that fall in? Is that like a community center? Is it like a virtual like what is that? But it's the thing, and I would call it the hidden curriculum because that's what holds our folk back. Right. Because there's so many things. It's not grid. It's not. We can learn all. We can get to that point. But it's so much hidden and unspoken stuff that we don't know. Right. It's so much stuff that we just don't know, and we're just not exposed to, and we're constantly playing catch up. And that's the hard part. Like it's a constant catch up, and we're not treating each other to give the next generation that. Right. Like it's so funny. The young brown girls that came around, and I'm noticing like all these meetings keep popping up on my calendar, and they be like, it's like the Underground Railway. So-and-so told me to talk to you. I said, I'm having this trouble with my supervisor. Can you help me? And I'm like, why are we whispering? Like,
you seen Nyan Beast?
She cool to talk to.
She used to have natural, but now she got a weave here. It's the black girl with a weave. Glasses.
She the lead. She got a position. She a leadership.
She got a leadership position. She'll help you out. Help you out.
Like, and I even was transparent and talked to my supervisor about like, why is this just this unspoken? Like, and mind you, I'm not dropping no earth-shattering gems. I'm just shedding basic shit on how to navigate and work with the supervisor, right?
You go in there and say, these white folks, when they say this
is what they mean.
This is what they mean.
This is what they need you to have this. If they ask you to do that, they mean do this forever.
Right.
Not for
just
this week.
They want you to do that for the rest of your career. And if they say you not motivated, you need to start looking for another job.
Because they plotting.
When they start questioning whether or not you don't think you want to be here,
and have you signing things,
right?
It's a bad sign.
I don't like to sign nothing.
That's why I recommend don't sign shit. Don't talk about shit. If they want you to go say no, I need to go. Like if you feel uncomfortable, you really want to scare them. Say I think I feel more comfortable before I sign this. Have my lawyer look at it. Even if you don't got a lawyer, I have my lawyer look at it. I don't feel comfortable signing any documents. Right. So that's just been interesting. We got more pillow talk?
No, let's just go into some Shout Out Friday stuff.
All right. Am I reading?
You can read the email. So we got one from Apple Podcasts that says still love the show from
Still.
She
said, I don't know.
From Prince Loves.
Prince Loves.
But that's a Z.
Loves. L-U-Z, like loves. Oh. You know how we be talking? I'm acting. He been in colonized valley. Don't know that we use a Z instead of a V sometimes. You know what loves is? Like a S. Okay. S and Z's are interchangeable.
But it's L-U-Z.
And V's.
Okay.
Interchangeable.
Thank you. And it says, interesting to watch you all go through a relocation and adjusting to a new location.
Thank you.
Yeah. You can go ahead and read the email.
This is from Fly News Guy. Oh, hey, what's up? This is recap. You know what we did not fucking talk about, Nero?
Love is.
I did it because this is what this is about. Are we gonna talk about that or no? Monday. That fucking Yazir and you niggas and Valentine's Day.
Oh, now you're trying to do probing answer. So, Niram, how do you feel about Valentine's Day? Same way I feel about Christmas, baby.
Y'all niggas a lie. And I'm with his friend. That's just some shit broke niggas say. Who can't afford flowers? We'll get there though. No, but love was so good this week, and there's so much to unpack.
Yeah.
With the Valentine's Day stuff, and also unpacking the relationship you have with your family. Because a lot of folks, and I always call bullshit on that. They be like, "Oh, I'm dating you, ain't dating your family." Bull fucking shit. When you date somebody, you bring in the luggage of not only them, but I would say the luggage of their parents or whoever raised them, right? Because it's preconceived notions that they've been put in their head for their whole life.
Right.
So you got to figure out not only your partner, but the shit that their parents or whoever their caregivers or brothers and sisters, whoever they're around, because they're carrying those baggage. Even if it's unconscious, those baggages are being carried into the relationship. But I digress. Monday. It says, "Hey family, Newsfly guy checking in. Hope all is well on the West Coast. Now let's get right into it. I'm usually not the type to dig these type of show, but Love is winning me over since I recently heard you guys review it. It is, because at first I was like, I don't have time for this bullshit. Because Yazir, am I saying that right?
Yeah, Yazir.
Okay. Yes. Oh, you corrected me like him. So what is it?
Yazir.
Mm-hmm. Oh, pork eating Yazir. Pork.
I can't stand it.
What do you? Because Yazir. Okay, let me start up to this review. Sorry, I'll be distracted. Fly news guy. I decided to catch up, and I'm hooked. First, can we highlight whoever is arranging these musical scores deserves a Soul Train Award? Yes, I said a Soul Train Award for the selections throughout the show. By the way, Queen Oprah has her own Apple Music station for those wanting music from the show. What?
Shut the fuck up.
That's amazing. But you right, that
I'm
score
downloading it right now.
was amazing, and it does the soul. I say a Lady of Soul Award. They had the Soul Train and they had a Lady of Soul Award. That's what it deserves. And even the episode from this week when they play LTD.
Yeah.
When they played LTD, and for y'all young folks born in 1995, go Google they ass. Just go put Pandora LTD. I knew it was on and fucking popping. What, every day's a fucking holiday? Came on, almost hit the damn ground. Secondly, I agree, Nyambi.
Love is 90s playlist. Hell yeah.
Oh, you just add that. We're going to listen to that after.
Hell yeah. Added it.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Second, I agree with Nyambly. I'm not here for Angela. Something about her just doesn't sit well with me. From the incident in a hardware store to her leaving Nuri hungry at the table. That scene truly hit home for a lot of people because a lot of people tend to forget your work BFF will still look out for self over helping you. I'm super excited about season 2 is in the works for 2019. Can't wait to see what's in store for this love journey of Love is peace and many blessings, Black Love family. And I think that's what it is, right?
Work bestie and work husband and wife. You gotta add them too.
Yeah, you gotta have all those, and it's something about being a woman of color, right, in that type of work environment. And of course, you never want nobody to put their job on the line or stuff like that. But it's simple things you can do to be advocates and allies for each other, right? At best, my philosophy is always do no harm, right? You know what I'm saying? I'll never do something like where I would like lose my job or something like that. But if I'm to the point where motherfuckers probing me and shit, and I know what you're trying to probe for, guess what I'm gonna do? No fucking harm. I'm going to play what? Stupid like them. Mm-hmm. What you saying is going on? I don't know. Why would you think that? No. Mm-hmm. What? What's happening? Meanwhile, I'm on the test. They coming, girl. This is what they asked. FY fucking eyes.
Right.
Like that's the type of shit, right? That I think some people don't know that type of code of conduct. And actually, that's super strong out here.
Yeah.
Like the work relation is super tight.
They are.
Like super tight.
So much so that hell, it's hard for yours to get a job unless you know somebody out here.
That's the opposite, right? So out there, like on the East Coast, Midwest, like it's a process and going But on the West Coast, unless you know some fucking body, you're not getting to the point where even when they hiring people, right? I've gotten emails to say this person was at this place during this time. Do you know them or have any thoughts? So that just kills a whole segment on my resume that shouldn't even apply to it. Because it's a whole segment of niggas from where I was that don't even need to apply. Mm-hmm. In negative. not a fit for culture. Because they want folks to all be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what they gauge for. I've seen them turn down people who were excellent, but a few folks who worked there was like, nah, my experience with them at other companies was trash. And my company was like, no, thank you.
Damn it, man.
Like, do you see what I'm saying? And like, I feel like people don't realize how important those relationships are.
Yeah.
And I ain't realized that because they asked me supposed to. I didn't even know. They was like, this just around this area. You know anything about them?
No.
What's
I'm
your
new
thoughts? Here. I said, God damn. No, but from just by so for example, they'll see where I went to undergrad. And if someone else went to undergrad and those years overlapped, they'll reach out to me to be like, y'all went to undergrad, these years overlap. Do you know them or anything about them?
Oh.
Do you recommend we hire them or not?
She pledged.
Talk about a network. And like that's why the process takes so long because you got to go through all those steps. Ain't that? And who keep recommending who? Right. Anywho, yes, but thank you for that.
We got email from Petey.
Yeah.
And this subject is dynamic shift. With the financial shift in the relationship, do you two feel like there's that it has adversely affected your relationship or made the relationship stronger? Also, have you learned about new personality traits?
You want to unpack this a little? We got some time. What the shift in financial? Do you think the two like it's? I don't think it's adversely affected.
No,
I think it's growing pains. We've been together for so long.
Yeah, I think it's growing pains, and I think it goes vice versa. Like,
yeah,
it's times where I say, Naomi, you get on my back, and I got this, and there's times when Naomi says, Nero, get on my back, and I got this.
Yeah, and I won't say nothing adversely, but I think even when you asked about personality traits, what I'm learning is I had to let go a little, right? So I was used to kind of both Nero and I working. We shared a household stuff, but like it was a little bit more neutral, neutral, right? But now the space that I'm in, I'm working so much and have to have so much creative energy, and my timing's a little inconsistent that I'm not always able to be home to cook dinner or prep for lunch or breakfast or do meal prep or even clean the house. Like I literally don't have the bandwidth or the time to do all that stuff. So Niram has to step up and do that. Or biggest shift I think is finances, right? So I've always been the one that's kind of been the lead on our finances, right? Because I'm stingy like my daddy. And Niram's not. And so I've always kind of been the gatekeeper to be like, yeah, no, maybe so. But the thing is, I've been so busy that I really haven't even had time for that. That I had to like give him my password and be like, pay rent.
Go pay rent.
It's the first. So I had to go, like I had to practice in letting go. Yeah. And completely, not that I didn't trust Niram, I trust him, of course. Like I'm not worried he's going to run away or anything. But that was just something that I always controlled, right? And that was something I feel like I had in control of my life, right? So even when my world was spinning out of control, like it was something like, I'm old school, something about me looking at my accounts, paying my bills, balancing my checkbook, to be like, but God.
Right.
But I made it, Jesus. Like it was something settling about that. But now I don't even do that.
Right. And I
like
also
I
think
go to Nero and be like, oh, we'll take it from the joint. Like what are we doing? Like and completely trust him in doing that, but also appreciating his process and knowing that he's not do it just how Nyambi does it. And that's
not nowhere near how Nyambi
and that's
does it.
Okay. As far as when it comes to the house and like cleaning the house, like I've surrendered to that. As far as cooking and his process, like I've completely surrendered to that, where I think before, and I know that sounds petty, it would drive me crazy. And then even as a woman, right? Like, I'm civil rights black. So with Midwest roots, but come from, the South. What type of woman am I? You ain't taking care of your house, you ain't cleaning, you ain't cooking right, although that's not the narrative that my parents or even my grandparents push. It's subconscious there, right? It's a subconscious thing that as a woman I should be able to do X, Y, and Z, and just getting comfortable to say that's not the space that I'm in right now, and it's completely okay. And so I would say those are some of the traits that I didn't realize was strong in me. Like I really thought I was a little bit more liberal. And I think I am, right? Because I think I preach to everybody else, do what the fuck you got to do when you got to do it. But when it's time to practice what you preach,
right,
it's a different thing, right? Because I enjoy like cleaning my house. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy these things. It's not that I hate them. So when I had to make the decision that, focusing on my career and some other personal stuff was more important than that, that took kind of a ding at my ego a little bit.
Yeah, I can dig that. I think it's also interesting to be in that phase because like I remember where it was the same situation where, you had that state where you didn't have a job.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, do what you need to do. And you went batshit crazy. And I think for both of us, sometimes it's really about.
We like balance.
Yeah.
We like to both work. We like to both do it.
Like, we both like to get the hell up at the house.
Yeah.
So I think it's that. But also, knowing that we have one income, I think for myself, I'm a lot more conservative with it because I know I'm not contributing nothing financially. Yeah. So, like, why are you putting off a car? Well, shit. Do we need to get the car done right now? That's some money that can stay in the bank.
Yeah.
When you need to get the car fixed. Well,
yeah.
I think they can wait.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a job right now and I can ride my bike somewhere.
Yeah. So, like,
those type of things. So, I think I became a little bit more conservative, especially when it comes to money, because it's like, I know it's all on Naomi right now, but I don't want to add an extra burden to be like, well, swipe me.
Yeah.
New game coming out on Switch. I'm going to go play that.
Yeah. No, sir.
The new LeBron's coming out.
We can go get gelato.
Yeah. So
I try to still do that type of stuff because I've noticed they're like, no, we don't need to do it. We don't do that. But we can get gelato, right? So I think it's learning that balance.
Yeah.
And also just being in a space of gratitude where we can live off one income.
Yeah.
Because what we're living off, like people do this all the time, right? We're in a place where we're uncomfortable because we're both used to working and bringing in stuff. But this is the norm for folks, right? I imagine people who have kids, right, multiple kids, where it's more, fiscally responsible for someone not to work and stay home with the children and take care of the household than to both people to work. And you got to pay, say you got I say whenever you start getting over 2 kids, it's still feasible. But when you start hitting 3 kids or so, and all the kids are still at the age where they need daycare, that gets expensive, right?
Yeah, it does.
And so if you got 3 kids all at daycare age, it might be more smart for you to just sit your ass at home and you be the daycare.
Yeah.
And that's one income. Like, so, sometimes I try to put perspective on it like that too.
But it also, like, one of the things that,
or if you're taking care of a parent, right? It's not always about kids. So say if a parent was ill, right? I imagine if something happened to like your mother and your sister want to be able to jump in and you need to jump in, you need to go on a leave of absence to take care of your mother.
Right.
And we have to do what we have to do. Same for me. Say if something happened to my parents and I need to go in and be with them, I would have to take a leave of absence and we'll have to balance it with one income somehow. But yeah.
But I also think like being the one like in this role, it's definitely a whole new learning.
It's work, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's work taking care of our household.
Because I'll be like, shit, it's noon? Fuck, now I'm going to be here in 2 hours.
I don't be home at 2.
I don't go at 2. But I just feel like it. Like, damn, it's 1? Fuck, she going to be here in 3.
What?
Shit, let me dust something. Fold a clothes. Shit.
Make a dinner. It's time consuming. Like when you talking about taking care of a household, when you talking about balancing finances and doing it takes time to think about that, right? You got to be in the right mind frame.
Yeah, and it does. So, I guess learning that and not taking that for granted when, things shift back and forth and just knowing that, hell, everybody got to be able to do it. You got to be cross-trained in this bitch.
And be able to do it any moment. Have you learned any personality traits, as this person said?
I think one of the things I'm starting to learn is that I need to be a little bit more organized with it. Because like I said, like the time will fly. Like I'll get up and like it'll be like a Tuesday. Joe Budden podcast come on. Naomi be gone. They podcast about 3 hours. I'm laying in bed.
What?
Deteriorating.
Oh my god!
And then I'm like, shit. It's noon. I gotta go run. And then I go run. Fuck, it's 2. Let me go make a dinner and
Look
straighten up
here
the
I
living
come.
room. And then here comes Naomi making
4
a
or 5
surprise. No, I hate when Naomi. This is one of the gifts and curse about staying so close to her job. Is that her ass just be making drive-bys. Ding dong. Hey babe, I'm here.
Okay, I come home for lunch.
Say, what the fuck you doing here?
Because I got lunch. I got a whole hour and a half.
Surprise visit ass.
Why wouldn't I come eat lunch with you? You're gonna be speechless when I walk in the house.
Say, wait a minute.
I say he like a Loch Ness monster. You know, the Loch Ness. You only see you never see the Loch Ness up close. He just keep running across. I'm like, I just come home to visit. Right, that's the privilege of living this walking distance to your job, right? And if I got an hour for lunch, why wouldn't I walk 5 minutes home, 10 minutes home, come spend time with Nerum and he drive me back? Why not? That surprised you? Don't like that?
No,
did that throw you off?
It just threw me off.
Oh.
Like, I enjoyed it.
I usually bring a treat or something. I'm like, oh, look, this for you.
I enjoy the treat you bring with it, but it's something new to get used to. especially like being in our permanent place, because other place you was further away that couldn't happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it.
But now it's like,
I look at him walk.
I'm like, where the hell you come from?
Down the street.
Shit.
And have you say it brought us closer together? I think initially it was hard, but now I think it's bringing us together. I think that's what makes a winning relationship.
Yeah, because initially it just drove me batshit crazy. Like I said, both of us like to work. So, but one of the things it did, one of the things that it made me realize is that some of those things that I wanted to do, wanted to work on, blog, books, things of that sort, I can spend a little bit more time on that versus not, having a job and trying to stress out about that. So it really made me think about like, well, this is one of the things I've been asking for, even though I've been asking for it in a way that would be financially gainful, but I still got it. So how am I using that time?
Because you have time to do both now, right?
Yeah.
Like when you apply for jobs, like Nero be going on like 10, 12 jobs a day. That's not my expectation. If you apply for 2-3 jobs a day consistently Monday through Thursday, I think you're doing what you're supposed to do. And that shouldn't take 40 hours. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm saying. Like the other time you should be investing in you and doing personal and self-care. And even cooking. Like we not from a household we gotta cook you don't gotta make no collard greens and ham hocks every day. But what you cooking dinner twice a week maybe? Like that's my expectation. Yeah. And really just immersing yourself in it. And I believe as long as you do all that other stuff, everything can come when it's supposed to, right? Somebody expects you to apply for 10 jobs a day. Get you your 2 to 3 to 4 days a week. Do that consistently. Follow up. But when you done, right? Like, even if I were you, I would set a timeline on that. Like, I don't know if you're more productive in the morning or the afternoon. I set me 2-3 hours aside Monday through Thursday. And when that shit done, that shit is done. Period. Unless it's a job that, really, really, sparks joy. But if not, that's how you have to do it, right? You tell me to compartmentalize, you need to do that too. Yeah. And take advantage, because it's not forever. I remember my counselor, I miss my counselor too. I always say, this is not forever.
It's not. So I need to enjoy it now.
This is not your forever. So enjoy this now, because it's not going to be forever.
I know. I want to say one thing I'm so proud of. My LinkedIn is so damn tight that I get emails from recruiters at least 3 to 4 times a day.
Kill it.
So much fun that I was like, all right, well, I guess I ain't got to apply.
That's who you need to go apply for. Did anybody work for LinkedIn? Because when I tell you, Nero be talking about LinkedIn, Nero be black, Nero might as well be a walking commercial. They need to sponsor us. But LinkedIn do work. My LinkedIn is trash.
Well, I got my LinkedIn where motherfuckers be reaching out to me 3 times a day.
Daily. Mine is trash. But I think when I update it, it's going to be what?
Hot fire.
It's going to be hot fucking fire. And I'm declining a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. So don't ask. Oh my goodness. You looking at your LinkedIn? Oh, yeah, you got the app. He's so corny. Mm-hmm. This nigga got a LinkedIn app.
I do.
What
Look,
is that?
My name has appeared in 223 searches.
I get mad when my name
appears in the last week.
I get mad when my name appears in 10 searches.
Look, staffing company, staffing recruiting, marketing and advertising, staffing.
It's coming.
Niggas want me.
It's a matter of time. But I will say what's unique about here is so much about fit. We was bullshitting about fit in the Midwest and the East Coast. We was bullshitting. Out here, I feel like they do fit tests, honey. Like they it's almost to the point where they rather your personality fit with the team, and they'll teach you the hard skills. Mm-hmm. But they're like, we can't teach you how to be a human with integrity. We can't teach you to be a human to get along with a team. But if you can be a human and get along with people and treat people well, we can teach you how to do the rest of the shit. Mm-hmm. Like it's almost the reverse, where I think Midwest and East Coast is the other way around.
Can you do the job?
Yeah.
We don't like you, but you do the job.
Yeah, you do the job. We really don't like you. We really don't like each other. We don't like ourselves. Like, well, out here it's the opposite. Like, right. How do you feel about yourself? Like, what do you see? What is your passion? What's your purpose? What's your spikes? Like, even the word choices they be choosing. Like, what?
What the fuck is a spike? I ain't never heard that word.
What's your spikes? Where are you spiky at? I'm like, what? What does that mean?
Around my hair. Don't touch my hair.
That's what East Coast people would say. Did you see my resume? But all right. Is there anything else we got?
Nope. That's it.
Yes, but thank you for that question. It was a great one.
Yeah, so as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's Black with no K. To leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. Leave comments.
Yes.
And leave us a voicemail, 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Peace.